everyone, this is Rachel. Thanks for clicking on my video. And y'all, I guess it is time's up for R. Kelly. Y'all, there is a new movement out there to mute R. Kelly. And I think this time around, y'all, this might be serious. R. Kelly may be in quite a bit of trouble due to all these recent allegations that are against him. This new movement is calling for everyone to mute R. Kelly. They talk about when R. Kelly was 27 years old, he illegally married Aaliyah, and he produced her debut album, Age Ain't Nothing But a Number. They talk about how the marriage was later annulled after she admitted to lying about her age. They say in 2002, R. Kelly was indicted on 21 counts of child pornography after the Chicago Sun-Times received a video allegedly showing R. Kelly having sex with an underage girl and urinating on her. Now, y'all all remember that case. Y'all all remember that video. I watched it. That was R. Kelly, y'all. They say Kelly was acquitted of all charges, but he found himself in legal trouble again in July 2017 when BuzzFeed News reported that R. Kelly was keeping women against their will in a sort of cult. They said R. Kelly released a statement via his lawyer saying he unequivocally denied such allegations and subsequently called those claims a bunch of crap. He did that on social media. But y'all, recently there was a new BBC documentary in March which featured one of R. Kelly's ex-girlfriends, Kitty Jones. And in this documentary, she talked about how R. Kelly trained women to be his pets. Now, in this statement that this new movement called Time's Up made, leaders are calling on major corporations and venues to cut ties with R. Kelly. Listen to all the folks that they are calling out. They call out RCA Records for producing and distributing Kelly's music, Ticketmaster for selling tickets to his shows, Spotify and Apple Music for monetizing his music, and North Carolina's Greensboro Coliseum Complex for hosting a planned R. Kelly show on May 11th. There are even celebrities that are getting involved in this, including Questlove and John Legend. They have joined this call to mute R. Kelly as well. And they said representatives, when they contacted R. Kelly's camp, they did not immediately respond to the request for a comment, on this new movement. But a rep for the singer said R. Kelly supports the pro-women goals of the Time's Up movement. They say they understand criticizing a famous artist is a good way to draw attention to those goals. And in this case, it's just unjust and off target, adding that the criticism is an attempted public lynching of a black man who has made extraordinary contributions to our culture. Now, here's the thing, y'all. I have been hearing about all of these rumors concerning R. Kelly and young girls and, sex slaves and just weirdness going on with him when it comes to young women for 2 decades, y'all. 2 decades now. And behind the scenes and unbeknownst to us, R. Kelly has settled a lot of cases regarding, women bringing charges against him. Over the years, I have said over and over again, before I even started doing videos, that there is some truth in some of these allegations that these women are making. A lot of people, they like I always say, when it comes to these celebrities, they have a sort of hero worship where they don't believe these celebrities can do any wrong. But y'all, in R. Kelly's case, now this is a little different than Bill Cosby. Okay? This is a little different. The things that R. Kelly, Bill Cosby is not being accused of messing with young girls. The women that he drugged allegedly were at least of age. But when you're talking about pissing on 12, 13, 14-year-old girls, and you got a little fetish for teenage girls, 15, 16, and you're in your 30s and 40s and 50s, something is wrong with you. And then these women that are trying to speak up, they are being blasted, demonized, told that they're lying, that they're trying to extort money out of R. Kelly, and all of these different things. But y'all, these same types of accusations have been dogging R. Kelly for over 20 years. R. Kelly has got to be running scared right now, because with the Me Too movement and all of these different men losing their careers and their jobs and all of this, it is time, and this is what these folks are doing. They are saying that we are going to really look into, take our time and actually listen to what these women are saying about R. Kelly. And we are going to investigate each accusation and each complaint against him. And I don't see where that is wrong. Say if they investigate him and they don't find anything there, then at least that clears his name once and for all. But to turn a blind eye when these women are trying to speak out, to say that everybody is lying about R. Kelly, it's just, that's wrong, y'all. These women deserve a chance. All of these accusations against R. Kelly should be thoroughly investigated. I think what happens is, because R. Kelly has money, he is able to pay very good lawyers. He is able to pay off some of these young women who know that they don't have the money to fight him, and it's best just to settle out of court for any damages that they feel that they have suffered at his hands. And he's done that time and time again behind the scenes, unbeknownst to us. But at some point, we have got to stop him from doing what he's doing. You know what, y'all? R. Kelly is very talented. He writes songs for people. He makes good music. But like I said, that there's a public face of these celebrities, a face that they put out, a face that they want us to see. And then there is the private face that people who are in their inner circle, women that they deal with, that they see. And I think that that's what's going on with R. Kelly. And then I remember back to an interview that he did years ago. And the interviewer asked him, do you like teenagers? And R. Kelly's answer, someone who wasn't wanting to date young women, or not even women, teenagers, and they're in their 30s, would say absolutely not. R. Kelly said, define what you mean as a teenager. I want to say, motherfucker, any age that ends in teen, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. Those are teenagers. Are you dating women that are that age? Are you interested in young women of that age? That's what a teenager is. R. Kelly is taking advantage of his celebrity, his privileged celebrity, to get out of these predicaments he gets in. And one thing that I don't understand about him, and this tells me that, he has a problem, and this shit that these women are saying about him, there's some truth to it. Because if it was me, and I had gone through that big, huge court case that he went through, dealing with that video and pissing on bitches and stuff, I would have went somewhere and got me some damn help. If I knew that I had a problem and that I had managed to, skirt, you know, going to jail and being accused of what he was being accused of, I would have went somewhere and sat my ass down and kept away from anyone that was under the age of 21. I don't think I would have messed with anyone that was under the age of 25 if I was him, because I believe that R. Kelly got very lucky in that court case that he had, with pissing on those young women. And here's why: because they said that when the police went into R. Kelly's home during that, the investigation of that sex tape, that they found videos of him with young women and doing, all kinds of sex acts. But those tapes were not allowed in the court case because they said that they were seized illegally by the police. I guess they didn't have a warrant to go in to actually look for anything like that. They found it in the midst of arresting him. You have to go get a warrant to search, and then the warrant has to be kind of specific as to what you're searching for. And I believe that when all of that was thrown out and the girl didn't show up in court, and even though other people had identified her in that video, she kept saying it wasn't her. Not only was it other people that identified her, some of those people were her family members. I mean, if I saw one of my cousins or aunts in a video, I would be able to pick them out. I would know the shape of their head, the shape of their body, what they look like walking away. I know my family members. And those family members, when they watched that video and they were asked to identify or to confirm that that was their family member in the video, they did just that. But with all of R. Kelly's money, his fame, his fortune, his connections, he was able to slide from up under that. Because also they weren't able to play all of those videos that they found in his home. There was proof positive that he was doing crazy shit to young women. But when the judge had to throw those videos out, and then they can only lean on the testimony of the young girl that was pissed on, and she didn't show up for court, nor her parents, then they had no choice but to throw it out, And, like I said, the young girl was saying it wasn't her. This thing with R. Kelly, y'all, I know even after I make this video, there are going to be people down in my comment section still defending this pedophile, this guy that abuses women and takes advantage of them, with his celebrity. There are still going to be people down there in the comments saying, well, it's all about the money. They just want the money. Y'all, this shit has been going on for 20 plus years. 20 years. At what point do we say where there is smoke, there has to be some fire? All of these people cannot be just making up stories, lying on R. Kelly. Oh, poor R. Kelly. And then, if you are R. Kelly, why do you have 19-year-olds around you? Why do you have 18-year-olds around you? Why even put yourself in that position for someone to turn an eye to you and say, he's at it again? Why aren't you dating women in their late 20s, women in their early 30s? R. Kelly is over 50 years old, y'all. Why is he dating 19-year-olds? Why are there stories coming out that once those women go there, are summoned to, where he lives or where he is, that they disappear for periods of time, and then they come out of being with him with these stories about him, raping and controlling and, distancing them from their families, their friends, their very lives, and, just taking control of everything about them. making them dress a certain way, taking their phones away from them, telling them that they're his pets, and training them to please him sexually. All that kind of freaky, perverted shit. I know that there are going to be comments down there. I don't even know if I'm going to let those comments be in my comment section, because I'm tired of people turning a blind eye to this motherfucker. If that was your daughter and she disappeared and you felt like she had been brainwashed because he has all this money and he's whining and dining and, keeping them in these homes and in rooms, and they're only allowed to come out when he tells them that they can't. That shit is crazy, y'all. It is crazy. I do not see why people are so fucking blinded by celebrity. And it's not teenagers. These are grown folks that are still defending this cocksucker. Y'all, the thought, and I think it's because I have a young daughter. Now, she's a little bit older than what R. Kelly likes. She's 23. But I remember her at 18, 19, and she had a bit of singing in her. But there is no fucking way that I would want her to have any involvement with the likes of R. Kelly, y'all. Any involvement. I don't care what he promised that he could do for her in quick starting her a career or writing her a song. I would drag my daughter away by her fucking hair. Even if she turned and looked a little bit interested, I would literally drag her away by her fucking hair. Y'all, I want to know what y'all think about this. This whole new Time's Up, and the fact that the likes of John Legend and Questlove and folks like that are joining in. There are some celebrities that are saying, we know that there is something going on and we cannot continue to be a part of it. Y'all just heard that he lost quite a few of his staff. People are jumping ship because shit is starting to get hot for R. Kelly. Pay attention to what happens, y'all. Pay attention to what's going on with R. Kelly. And stop being such a fucking stan or a super fan or just blinded by his celebrity. He's a man, just like any other black man that we see walking the streets. If this was Robert from down the street who had been accused of these type of things over the last 2 decades, what would you be saying about Robert from down the street? But because this is Robert, they got some coins in the bank, and who stands on the stage and sings, grown folks done lost their fucking mind and continue to support this bastard. I stopped supporting him years ago when that tape came out of him pissing on that little girl, because that was the most disgusting shit that I had ever seen in my fucking life as an adult woman. I ain't never had a motherfucker ask me to piss on me. I ain't never. I think it was disrespectful, degrading, and that's what he's trying to do. He degrades these women, breaks down who they are inside. And I think he searches for a particular type of women who maybe are not really close to their families, or he knows that he can easily manipulate. He probably has a type, and he knows what type of girls to go after, because a girl that is, complete in who she is would not fall for this bullshit and go off anywhere with him. You know what I'm saying? They would not do it. When I was younger, because my mother had drummed in me, a sense of pride and of who I was, I don't think that if I had heard rumors about him that I would have went off anywhere with him. I would have been actually scared of him when I was younger. But I don't know, y'all. He has a lure. He gets these young girls who are impressionable and who like the life of the celebrity. And, they think they're going to go there and it's going to be like on television, like Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. And they get a little bit more than what they bargained for when they get there. Y'all, I would love to know your thoughts on this. So please leave your comments down in the comment section. I'm going to read all of them. And let's have a discussion about R. Kelly. So I say to R. Kelly, your fucking time is up. And with that, y'all, thanks for watching my video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye now.